Hello and welcome. I wanted to give you a brief report on what is coming up in the next week or two. It's not just classes, but I will be appearing at Norwescon. If you are enrolled for the Norwescon Writers Workshop, you may or may not be in my critique session on Thursday. I don't know. If you're around on Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific time, I will be moderating a panel on building diverse worlds in science fiction and fantasy. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. That evening, I am reading in a virtual Cascade room from 4 to 4:30 p.m. I'm going to be reading from the novel that's coming out in September from Tor Macmillan. And that evening from 6 to 7 p.m., I will be poolside. I don't know what that actually looks like when you're virtual, with Curtis Chan. And we're going to be talking about the science fiction and fantasy writers of America. Curtis and I have served on the board together and have plenty of opinions about that. Saturday, at 9:30 a.m., I am having a Norwescon breakfast, and you don't have to be actually coming to Norwescon for it. I'm just basically going to open up a Zoom link, and we'll all hang out together for an hour, hour and a half, get a chance to chat, talk stuff, and that will be open to people on the Discord channel and Patreon. I'll post the links there. That afternoon, I will be moderating a class, or not, I'm moderating a panel on the creation, care, and feeding of writing groups. So if you're curious about how writing groups work, tips for finding one, tips for keeping one going, tips for, I don't know, anything related to writing groups, come to that. And then immediately, well, not immediately after that, soon after that, I am going to be speaking at a panel, again, moderating, and why do I keep getting form rejections on short stories? And I think that's going to be another really fun panel with some of my favorite people, including Hydra House's Todd McCoy, which is fun. Sunday, I'm actually not doing any Norwescon events, but I will be teaching my class beginnings and endings Sunday morning from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. If you're curious about how to create a good ending, how to create a good beginning, I will talk about that as well as some tricks, particularly how you can use your beginning to create a good ending and vice versa. That Sunday, the wonderful Rachel Swirsky returns to the Rambo Academy for the first time in a while. So welcome back, Rachel. She's going to teach Breaking the Rules, in which she will talk about writing rules and why you should break them and when and how. And she will encourage you to rebel. The following weekend, on Saturday, April 10th, Catherine Lundoff is teaching So You Want to Put Together an Anthology, aka all the things that you need to know, which is actually quite a bit. Putting together an anthology is perhaps a more complicated project than you have realized. That afternoon, Evan J. Peterson is teaching Queer is a Verb, Disrupting the Norm. This is a class Evan has given before, a really fun class, interesting class, lots of good energy. Speaking of which, the following day, Fran Wilde is teaching Journaling for Creativity. If you are like me, people say, oh, you're a writer, and they give you blank journals and notebooks and that sort of thing. And often those notebooks are intimidating because they're so beautiful. Here, I'll show you an example. They're so beautiful. They're so lovely that you're like, how can I write the words to keep in such a notebook? Fran will teach you how to use them. And then in the afternoon, Tracy Townsend is teaching Reading Like a Writer, which is another really great class if you're interested in how to steer your writing, steer your reading so you can make your writing better. That is a great class. And there's plenty of fun stuff coming up. all through April, all through May. We've got most of those classes locked in. Some cool shit getting added for June as well. Always changing. If you really want to make sure you get advanced chance at stuff, sign up for the Patreon. That is the best way. Then the second chance goes to people in the Discord and then to people in the newsletter. So lots of ways to make sure that you hear before the hoi polloi, but it's okay to hear if you're hoi polloi as well. All right, my friends, I will stop nattering. I hope you are as excited about some of the stuff coming up as I am, because I am super stoked. All right, take care. Have an amazing week.